Hi, this is what real life looks like with Julie. I thought I'd talk to you about something that's been on my mind today, paradoxes. I feel like my entire life is a paradox, and I'll tell you what I mean about that. What made me focus on that? I was thinking about Instagram and how people will have an Instagram following because they are about this or that or the other thing. And I say my Instagram page is Real Life with Julie because I talk about this is what real life looks like, and I just try to be as real as I can be, even though I promptly put my sunglasses up there to look like a little headband. You know, we all do stuff. Anyway, but this is Real Life with Julie. So I thought I'll share this with you. And here's what I'm talking about. Like when I started to think about it, I was like, the things I post. Like one day I'm posting something about Laura bars, which are like a really great, healthy snack. They're gluten-free, so I'm sure there's people that love that. They're soy-free, which I love. And just certain things about them that I love. But the next day you might see me post a donut, or you see me post, like I posted Laura bars, and then I posted about Lucky Charms, like my favorite late night snack. So I'm a paradox, right? I was thinking I post about working out or going on a hike. I love all that stuff, but man, I am like the queen of laziness. I actually definitely get to sleep in on a day off. I love laying on the couch, and I can lay on the couch with the best of them. That's probably where you'll see most of my dog pictures, because my dogs are laying there. They're like, yeah, she's here and she's laying around. My life is a paradox. Um, I was thinking like vacationing. I would love to vacation the world. Like I love going places. But even if I had the money to do that, eventually I would be like, I need to be working at something, whether it's volunteering or like when I was, my kids were younger and I was home with them, I was going places, I volunteered for things, was active in things with them because I like to make a difference. I like to be working in some form, and whether that was working around the house with the kids or that was because I'll stick up for stay-at-home moms all the time because I think that's like one of the hardest jobs I ever did. And so I'm glad I did it. But now I work out of the house, and when my kids are gone and my husband's gone and I'm not active, it bothers me. So I again like to be lazy but like to work, like to see the world, but like to be grounded in doing things in my normal world, right? So my life is a paradox. I tend to say to people I'm an introvert, and they're like, yeah, no you aren't, you talk to everybody. Well, that's my nervous quality. I talk to people because I just don't know what to say, and that's when the stupid things just come flying out of my mouth. I really should do Real Life with Julie quotes all the time after a party, because I've always said something ridiculous to someone, and it's because I just don't know how to be silent. It's called a defense mechanism. But really, when I'm having a problem, I do want to talk to people, the extroverted side of me. I don't know, I have both. I need to be alone to get my energy. I need to be with people sometimes for energy. So I'm like right down the middle. My life is a paradox. And I know this because I've taken the Myers-Briggs. I'm always right down the middle on the introvert-extrovert thing. I don't know. I like to go to, along those same lines, I like to be invited to things. I like to go to parties. I like to be invited to go out with friends. But then as it's approaching, I'm like, oh no, I gotta go somewhere. I've gotta go somewhere. And my husband's always like, let's go, baby. He's ready to go anywhere. But I'm always like, oh. Likewise, like he's ready to live anywhere all the time. If I say go, and I think, wow, that'd be a fun place to be. That'd be a fun place to be. But then I like to stay in one place, and I like things to remain the same a lot. So my life is a paradox, right? And I also like to fit in, but I'm really unique, and I love that I'm unique. I love that I kind of see things and I laugh because they're just funny to me. They just seem funny to me, and they may not, people may not even always get my humor and why I can laugh at things or laugh at certain things. But then I want to fit in too. I don't want to be like the goofy person all the time. So I don't know, but I love that. I don't know. My life is a paradox. So I just think probably more of us are like that. then I realize, the real life thing started because I'm not the perfect housewife. My house is not spotless. It's not like crazy. I always say I don't hoard, but I'm not organized. So things get messy. I would love for my house to be like spotless as far as like that I'm cleaning along the lines of the carpet right against the wall. I love that. I would love for someone to do that for me. And I know there are cleaning people, and I need to work harder to have that. But I don't do that. But I want it. And if someone else was cleaning my house, I'd be like, why aren't they doing that? So, or my kids, like, why aren't they going up against the wall when they're vacuuming? My life is a paradox. The one place my life is not a paradox is I love Jesus with all my heart. You knew it would come to this because it always does with me. And I love Jesus with all my heart. And I'm not embarrassed to tell you that. And I will tell you that anywhere, any place. But the one thing I can tell you about Jesus, it's what makes me. It's what makes me be kind to people. It's what drives everything about me. And even when I'm not, or when I'm being kind on the outside to people, but inside I don't feel very kind, it bothers me because I just feel that. I know that that's not who I'm supposed to be. That is not a fruit of the Spirit, showing hatred. And so when I think about that I'm really not being kind inside, it bothers me. So my best friend was born in a manger. I love Jesus. And I love the idea. Let's just end it with this. My greatest paradox is one day I would love to be in heaven with the Lord. I love the picture painted. I love that I have people like my father, who is was one of my best friends and one of my biggest supporters in the whole world. But I'm not ready to be there yet. I know that I have stuff to do here. And even when things are difficult here, I know I'm supposed to be here and being there for other people. And just, He has things for me to do. So my life is a paradox. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up or share or whatever. But you know what? If you don't, I'm okay with that too. Life is a paradox. Hey, have a great one. Have a great weekend. It's beautiful.